Good morning, boys. Today's Saturday, September 6th, 2025, and I am coming to you from my home, as always, in Northern Virginia. I think today I'm going to be streaming probably for a while. That's kind of what I'm thinking because in terms of physical movement today, I'm going to be taking it's a rest day. I've been going for like over a week now, so I'm going to have a nice chill day. I am going to have to step away in a little bit, or the pets are going to have a mutiny, and because I need to give them breakfast. And if I don't give them breakfast within the next half hour or so, they're probably going to eat me. They will probably gang up and talk to each other and be like, all right, you get his face, I'm going to go for the groin, and you just nibble on his ankles. And then it's just going to be an all-out pet attack on me. So I am going to have to step away in a little bit. All right. Let's do a little programming. I want to get my Good Boy browser on the screen. Okay, I have the Good Boy browser on the screen. So we have our AI to help us, and yeah. So there, the code, the little bit of code that we worked on last week, I merged it into master this morning, not that long ago. So I had another PR where I was reworking the inventory system or the item system, and I was trying to remember like what I was doing because it was a work in progress, which is kind of bad because I don't really remember what I was doing. So what I'm doing now is I'm trying to merge that branch into the new master, since I just recently pushed the code we worked on last week or this previous week. I just recently pushed that to master. The challenge I'm facing now is with my tools. It's not with the program itself. This is a tooling issue, which I am not sure why it's not working. Basically, I use a program called Beyond Compare. I've been using Beyond Compare probably for about 25 years. It's an excellent. Okay, so this works. So it's an excellent diff tool. I know that a lot of tools, like even Visual Studio Code, has this built in, but I actually like Beyond Compare a little bit more. But actually, one thing I just recently installed it on this computer, but I need to change the font. Let's see, text color. So like I said, this is going to be a pretty low-key, kind of chill stream. There'll probably be lots of silence. So I'm going to up that. Do I not have... Okay, yeah, Nerd Font Mono. I need Nerd Font Mono. Okay. I like the Nerd Font. I think it's a good font. I gotta look for an F. Where's there an F? Firepoint. Okay, so that's not the Nerd. Okay, but that's the default text. I don't know. File views, picture view. Oh, okay, so folder view. Okay, file, default, editor font. We're gonna go with Nerd Font, which should be here. And then I'm gonna up the size. Since I'm going blind, I'm gonna up it to 12. Listing font. I'm going to do the same thing. It's going to I should just copy it, but let's see. Nerd Font Mono. Perfect. I'll just copy that. I'm going to up it to 12. And then the hex font will be the same thing. Up it to 12. Now let's see, does this... Okay, perfect. Okay, 12 might be a little too big, so let's go to 11. This one goes to 11. 11. 10 is too small, definitely, but I'll, okay, here we go. I think that's good. It's still a little much, but it's okay. And then the other thing I see that I really want to add is the line numbers. I find it so bizarre that there are still editors today that will have the line numbers turned off by default. So I don't get that. But now I need to find where the line numbers are. Number? No. Find highlight, import differences. Especially in a program like this, like where you're diffing two files, like wouldn't the line numbers are essential. So why would you have them defaulted off? I don't know how to turn them on. All right. All right. Let me see. Go to options, or actually maybe it's one of these. Here we go. There we go. All right, and actually, I want to make those line numbers a little bit bigger too. I did see that. Files, line number. Okay, no, we're not going to do that. Okay, I changed something. I'm not sure. I think we can probably live with the line numbers as they are. Let me see. Vujia Rubis says use the search bar. Yeah, but it worked. I found it. It was actually a setting here in the menu. Okay, but so it was saying that I'm having an issue with my tooling right now. So I'm trying to get source tree to let me, because I have some merge conflicts. Okay, merge conflicts suck, but I want to use a diff tool to resolve the conflicts, and for some reason source tree is not enabling external diff. So let me see. So it does the normal diff just fine. It doesn't do the merge diff. So let's actually go and let's check the command line diff, and like you can see here, there's settings for the external diff tool and for the merge tool. Yeah, let's actually just do a Google search. Beyond compare external diff. So this is a new version of Beyond Compare. Where's the about? So this is this is an older version 3. Well, now I have to see what version 5 has. Oh, but wait a minute, it had some stuff up here. Merge. I'm going to download version 5. Oh, wait. This is what I downloaded, though. Okay, I did download version 5. But if I go over here into... Wait, no. Oh, because I'm an idiot. That's what it is. I'm an idiot. I was looking at the About screen for Source Tree, not for Beyond Compare. Yeah, this is version 5. Okay, and it's in trial mode. I actually have a license, but I need to upgrade it. We'll do that later, though. Okay, let me look at the help then as to what this says about the... Where did that go? I don't know what SmartGit is. Okay, GitHub desktop. Okay, Git integration, no. Git for Windows, all right. The three-way merge. This is the merge command, but what do I... Appearance. Yeah, this doesn't help very much. Oh, all right. Let I'm getting confused as to what I need to configure. Here's Beyond Compare. I mean, here's source tree. I'm telling it, okay, there's the Beyond Compare command line. Here it is here. Let me look up. Source tree, external. I literally think I searched earlier Beyond Compare external diff disabled, which makes no sense. Source tree external diff disabled. Okay, so this is good to know. This says system default apparently means whatever app you have assigned to the .diff extensions. Okay, so do I have, let's just do this. Let me find something that's not going to get me kicked off of, like these should not be shown. Do I have just a regular text file somewhere? No, okay, I'll just make one really quick. Alright, so I'm going to save this to the desktop as test.diff. And hopefully, if I go to the desktop and then I load it up, okay, how do I assign? I don't know how to do this in Windows. I mostly use Mac, but how do I assign an extension to a certain program in Windows? Yeah. In the settings, go to File Explorer or the Control Panel. Settings app, default apps. Here we go. Then either search for this specific file extension or find application to manage it. Okay, so let's see. That's not helpful. Go back to looking at the original thing. Due to the quirky nature of file type association system in Windows, the further OS, an association can break or be overwritten. Reinstalling the app, of course, you can set up the pro custom. Okay, well, how do I do that? Source tree, Beyond Compare, external diff. Right-click the files you want to compare. Yeah, this is a little infuriating. I mean, literally, this works like with no problem on Windows. I mean, on Mac. Let's go back to system default. Let's see what that says. Is external diff maybe a registered feature? I have a file that has changes. It is unstaged on source tree. It shows diff on the right. I want. Not helpful. How how to set up Beyond Compare as an external diff tool. All right, let's do it.
Today, we're tackling a big question and breaking it down with
I hate her
insights
hair.
from other users. A little curious,
And I know it's
and let's
AI,
jump
but I
right
still
in.
hate her hair. What does that say? In addition to file compare, I use source tree custom actions in order to compare two commits as folder comparison. Assuming Git and Beyond Compare in the path, you can add this following command: tools, options, custom actions. Is diff tool in the custom path? That is a good question. Or is it in the path? Does not look like it. Did I spell it right? Yes, I did. Maybe I need to put it into the custom path. No. It doesn't look like it wants to be in the custom path. Or it looks like it's not. This is quite a pickle. This is one of the things I do kind of hate about programming, is that you can get stuck in tools. It really drives me nuts. With a few lines, I would bother doing this. Well, I'm bothering doing it. Beyond Compare, BC Compare. Let's just make sure it's not in the path. But the thing is like I'm merging a PR into master. Yeah, I could do it manually, but I also have a feeling there's going to be more merge conflicts. And then, so I want this tool, like, even if I'm not using the tool now, I'm going to want the tool to work. Let's try resetting the merge. I mean, I don't think this is going to do anything, but let's try resetting the merge. What is it? It's get rebase abort, I think. Yeah. So that should take everything back to its original state. Give source tree a second to refresh. Source tree should be on master. Okay, git checkout. Oh, no. Git, okay, so let's try it again. Git rebase interactive master. I'm just going to do it one by one. And then I get the merge conflicts. Now I'm going to come over here to source tree. That's going to show me. And then I can diff. I can diff these just fine. Source tree merge external tool disabled. I do want to program. I do want to just make a local copy of your files, delete the changes. No, because if it's merge, I don't want to. If you do that, you literally have to merge. You don't always literally have to merge, but in this case, I know I was messing around in base NPC with what I merged to master, and I know that I was messing around in base NPC in this branch that I'm trying to work on. So I literally do need to merge the files. I need to see what changes I made. I need to understand, like, okay, when you do merges, sometimes the merge is like a no-op. Like, right? Sometimes I get what you're saying. Like, sometimes you can just be like, okay, no, like that's a space, and now it's giving me a merge conflict. You know, those kind of things do happen. But sometimes you legitimately do have to merge. And I believe that this is a case where I legitimately have to look at the changes and merge them together. Of course, you know, I can't see the changes because for some reason this is not working. Beyond compare. Local, remote, base, Okay, is there another setting maybe? Get use rebase instead of merge by default to track branches. Check some modules. Prune, push all tags, fetch all tags, disable, display. Use git bash as default terminal. Show file changes. Allow external diff drivers. So, I mean, this looks fine. Custom actions. I don't want to do a custom action. I want to do a built-in merge tool action. Let's restart source tree. I mean, at this point, I'm tempted to just load up my Mac, do it there, push the code, come back here, pull the code. Like, because I know this works just fine on my Mac. Let's load up source tree one more time. If this does not work, I'm going to do exactly that. But I'm going to do a few things at once. I'm going to go downstairs and feed the animals because they're already starting to circle me. So I'm going to go feed them, and then I'm going to bring my Mac back upstairs because my Mac is downstairs. Yeah, it's not working. I don't get it. I don't get it. So let me go feed the animals, and then I'll do this merge. But thanks for hanging out, Wojciech. Vuchtarubis. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back in about 15 minutes. And I'll do what I normally do, which is leave you with some videos from my other channel called Addy Goes Places. So be sure to check that out. Let me find a good video. Let me find a good video over there to play.
Question.
Well, I have a question for you, for you, Vojta. Would you rather go to South Africa or Zimbabwe or Botswana or the Faroe Islands or Iceland or Fiji? Where would you rather go? Pick a place, because I'm going to, you know what? This is up to Wojciech. If he's still there, I'm going to give him about 30 seconds. The options are St. Pierre and Miquelon or South Africa, Zimbabwe, Finland, India, Greenland, Chile, Argentina, Tahiti. Not going to get an answer. Not going to get an answer. All right, let me pick a video then. Something that's has a decent length and let me see. All right, how about when I went to the northernmost McDonald's in the world? We'll go with that. All right, boys, I'll be back.
Hey guys, it is slippery outside. It's Tuesday, February 27th, 2024. I'm here in Rovaniemi in Lapland in northern Finland. It's not quite as far north as I'd like to be in Finland, but it's pretty far north. It's about 10:30 in the morning. I have a car. You see here, it is a BMW. Here we are in Rovaniemi. I say, let's head to Pelu first. Or we can cross over into Sweden. Maybe we'll have lunch in Sweden. I still need to get the northernmost McDonald's in the world. I got a handy dandy navigation system here. I'm going to use that instead of doing it on my phone. So let's do Pelu. All right, guys. Here we are. This is the whole point of coming to Rovaniemi, which of course is to come to the world's northernmost McDonald's, right here in Lapland, Finland. Now, fun fact, there's actually 2 McDonald's here in Rovaniemi, and I had to look on the map to figure out which one was further north. This is it. That is the sacrifice I make for the sake of this channel. It's finding out which McDonald's is furthest north. It even says, northernmost McDonald's, opening on Bella 22nd, December. So this is it. It is confirmed by the McDonald's itself. Oh, that's not a river, that's a highway. It's confirmed by the McDonald's itself that it is the world's northernmost McDonald's. Of course, the war in Russia stole that record from Murmansk, but that's all right. Wait a minute. It will open tomorrow. Is it not open? Oh my God, it's not open. It's not open. This McDonald's is now closed. No, it's the other one. I was looking.
This is the old one.
This is the old one. So where's the new one at?
You see the main road,
Yeah,
1.5 kilometers that way,
yeah.
and on the other side the main road is.
It's so it's the,
It's
that-
the new one.
it's the only other McDonald's in town.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's moved the last summer, Christmas.
Christmas. Okay. All right. I'll go check that
The
one.
address is Veerosti 1.
But yeah, I saw two of them in the map, and I picked this one because it was the northernmost one. But I'll just go to the other one
Yes.
now.
It's moved 1 kilometer, 1.5 kilometers to south.
Got it. All right. Thank you very much.
Where are you coming from?
Huh? The United States.
Okay, I'm there.
Oh,
I'm there.
Washington D.C.
Okay, I know the place. It's a small city on the other side of the ball.
Yeah, a little small, unimportant city.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice holiday.
Thank you. Okay. Very nice, man. So we gotta go to the other McDonald's. Like I told him, there were two McDonald's in the map, and I chose this one because it was the furthest north. This is not open though. It's closed. So we'll go to the other one. All right, there it is. The actual northernmost McDonald's in the world. Well, I should say the northernmost functional one that is labeled McDonald's. That is probably more of a fair statement. Oh, it's a juicy McDouble at the northernmost McDonald's. A juicy McDouble at the northernmost McDonald's. We're gonna back into a parking space because I like to be a parking douche. I think this is it, boys. McDonald's. Now, there's no fanfare. There's no sign that says northernmost McDonald's in the world here. And again, it used to be in Murmansk, but that was stolen by Putin. Putin, I understand you and I respect you, but I'm only saying that because I hope to travel to Russia very soon. All right, so the interface looks pretty much identical to what was in Jakobstad. I think I'm going to try this, the double American, a premium double American cheese here at the northernmost McDonald's in the world. I left my phone in the car, so I have to go get it because I just don't feel comfortable leaving it in here. We're going to eat at the northernmost McDonald's in the world. It's the northernmost McDonald's in the world. The menu didn't look like anything special, but big of a fan as I am of McDonald's and like trying McDonald's all over the world, I'm pretty excited. We're gonna eat in, because that's how we roll. Meals and sandwiches. What was that thing that was like the American cheeseburger? The premium big American? No. We're gonna eat at the double McDonald's in the world. Now I know my buddy, the one who just turned 60, he likes to get the double mighty jalapeno. And I do not have any interest in that really. I tried the chicken Big Mac in India. Maybe I will just go with that. I'll try it. What the heck? Yeah, let's make it a meal. How often do you get to go to the world's northernmost McDonald's, right? You don't, like, it's rare. Gonna go to McDonald's, the northernmost McDonald's in the world. All right, view my order. Not today. Complete the order. Table service, please. 98. There are a fair number of people here who look like tourists, which I say, looking like a tourist myself with the camera. So this is the right place. Let's take a look around. The food has arrived. Let's check it out. There's nothing particularly remarkable about this. I mean, it's just a McDonald's, right? So we got soda. We have this weird jalapeno thing, which I don't know, and then a fries. And then, of course, as I have been getting here in Finland, I got the McFeast sauce. And all of this came at the privilege because people have been asking me more to do prices. This came to a total of €13.95, basically €14. Let's see what $13.95 gets you at the northernmost McDonald's in the world. All right, as always, we'll start with the fries.
All right, I'm back, boys. I'm back. Hope you missed me. All right, so what I'm going to do this on my Mac. I'm going to do this merge on my Mac. Because I know I can. I hope. That's the only problem with my Mac is that there's email. There's work-related email. I don't want that. All right, let me find this. It's been a while since I've updated the code on this MacBook Pro. Okay, so what's the name of the branch? It is Attack State 6 is the branch I'm talking about, and that's what I'm trying to merge. So I know this is really riveting. And like now I have people in the chat room while I'm sitting here typing on another computer. Check out, what is it? It's dev Attack State 6. I typed gut. No, it's not gut. It's Git. It's going to take its time. It's taking its sweet old time. It's got to download a bunch of crap. So how's everybody doing? What's everybody doing on this nice, fine Saturday morning as I'm trying to merge a pull request into master, or trying to rebase it? All right, here we go. Okay, so I've updated everything, so now I'm going to do git rebase-i master. It's going to give me a similar command. Wait, what? What? Okay, this didn't give me any merge conflicts, which is real. Oh, I don't think I updated master. No, I didn't. Okay. See, I hadn't updated master. Now it's updating master. Just give it a minute. Just calm down for a second, all right? It's Saturday morning. There's no reason to panic. All right, here we go. Git checkout dev/attack state 6. Made a typo. Perfect. Git rebase-i master. And I get a merge conflict. Let's go to source tree. Let's do this through source tree. I got an idea. Okay. Then wait a minute. Here's my idea. You're gonna love this. You guys are gonna love this. Okay, perfect. You can see what I'm looking at here. It's like I'm wearing the camera on my shirt. All right. So let's go over to source tree, and then to find it. But I can't just drag it. Oh, that's lame. Okay. Or do I have it in here already? Home? Ah, I do. Perfect. Wait, I shouldn't be on master though. No, okay, yeah. Okay, I get what it's doing. My dog is back. All right, so here, external, let's see, where is it? It's disabled. What? It's disabled here too? A what? A what? Okay. Lay down. Go. Lay down. Okay. So that suggests to me that it has something to do with the file type. Like that, I find that bizarre, but I don't know what else it could be. Like that is weird. That is weird. Huh. Huh. Okay. All right. I got another idea. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna because I don't want to fight with this over and over. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna reset our rebase. We're gonna abort the one we have. Abort it. Now we're gonna try it again. And then when we get this, we're gonna squash a lot of these. The bottom one was the latest one, so I think maybe what we'll do is we'll squash all the ones in front of it or before it. Right? I know there's probably a nice Vim way to do what I'm doing, but I don't know it. I don't know Vim that well, so I'm just going to stick with the basics. Okay. I like how if I put it S. Okay. Okay. So this is going to squash all of the commits into one commit and then try to merge that. Let's see what this does. Cannot squash with... Oh, did I squash the wrong ones then? Okay. So maybe I need to keep the top one and squash the ones below it. Okay. I don't know, but that doesn't make sense to me, but maybe that's the way it works. Let's see. I'm sure if I thought about it enough, it would make sense eventually. All right. Okay. Easy. Okay. Okay. That's good. We have one conflict. I guess this is... Actually, I'll just do it with base and PC. Let me just... It should be up here at the top. Resolve and... Let's try Visual Studios. Visual Studio Codes, Merge Editor. Okay, first of all, let's close everything over here. Okay, I guess I can get behind this. So... This makes me a little scared. This says game entity. Did I add a game? I must have added some game entity file. Let's take a look. I know I could just look at it in Visual Studio Code, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to be difficult. Wait, what? No. This is in NPC stats. Common NPC. Okay. I think we're going to go with game entity in the merge. If I can get back. Okay. Let's see. Don't save that. That's just junk. Okay. Merging. I think we'll go with game entity, but the problem. Okay. Mono behavior. Eye has health. Eye hearing sensor. No. I want to take this portion. How do I do that? I want to take these lines, except no, I want to specify what lines I want to take. See, it's the nice thing about Beyond Compare is because you can kind of like, you can select a line and be like, keep this one, toss this one, keep this one, toss this one. I don't know how to do that in Visual Studio Code's merge editor. So I guess I'll do it manually. Can I do this? But then I want this to be game entity. Like that. And then for now, this would be hearing sensor. Right? Let's try that. Okay. We'll see if that works. So now we want to do a git rebase continue. Continue. Ugh. We have another one, another merge conflict. Well, let's try resolving it with Visual Studio Code. Merge changes. Okay, so it's the same thing. Okay, resolve and merge editor. Okay. Okay, it got that portion correct. No, it didn't. I want this, except current. I don't know if I need the interactable. I think interactable's not needed. Okay, complete. Okay, so that's saved. Let's try going continue. It says it's successfully updated. It makes me nervous. I have no idea what state the code is in right now. Moin Khan says, what game are you making? If you look in the description of the video, all the information is there in the description. Okay, let's see if this works. Let's see if we get compilation errors or what we get. Maybe we'll get nothing. Nope, It's too good to be true. Equipped item.cs cannot be found. Item interaction could not be found. I have... Oof. Okay. All right. Has health. I think I was creating a concept of a game entity. Oh, man. This is like you don't look at code for 2 months and then you kind of come back to it and you're like, what the F was I doing? The honest truth, like, is I don't remember what I was doing. That's the problem. Like, I has health. Oh, I bet this should be game entity. Wait a minute. Okay. It's coming back to me. NPC stats. Was it stats or it wasn't state? Maybe it was state. It is state. Okay. NPC state. No, wait. Where did I define game entity? Game entity. Item entity. Item entity is a game entity, but where is game entity? Oh, come on, dude. Base NPC? No. Entity. Yes, entity. All right, so I was putting everything here. So game entity has a health. If you are a game entity, you have health. And I think my reasoning there was, like, even a table has health because you can shoot the table, boom, 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 and eventually the table will break. And that would be the health of the table. So I think that's where I was going with this. So if I want to, yeah, and then you can see here, I differentiated between game entity and then character entity, which a character can be healed. I guess technically a table could be healed, but that's for version 2 of the game. How's that? You'll be able to heal all the tables you want in version 2. But I think that was my reasoning. So here, what I really want, I don't want a game entity necessarily. I want a character entity. And then with the character entity, I can be like, is it alive? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So let's see if we got it. And then this. Cannot convert Unity engine.transform to game entity. Oh, okay. So, enemy pursue state is a state that I added just the other night. So the thing I'm curious about, let me see. I guess the merge did that? Okay. Target entity. Oh, okay. No, this is not this is okay, no, this is old code. Okay, I got it. I got you. This is old code. Can you use the good debugger from Visual Studio Code? From Visual Studio and Visual Studio Code? Yes and no. Like you could do your, I don't know why you would, but you could use Visual Studio Code to launch the executable and then use Visual Studio to attach the debugger to it. Honestly, I think the debugger in Visual Studio Code is 97% as good as the debugger in Visual Studio. Like Visual Studio Code's debugger, it used to be crap, but it's gotten a lot better. And so I wouldn't even try doing that. I would just use the debugger in Visual Studio Code. It, like I said, it's about 97% as good as the Visual Studio, unless you're doing some like really complicated like resource, like some type of resource auditing to see how like unless you're doing like or some really weird performance testing. I don't see why you would want to do that. Like if you just need to do like normal step through, look at the variable values, do the next step, go into a function, come out of a function, look at the variables, like you can do all of that in Visual Studio Code, and it's just as good as Visual Studios. But if you're doing some type of measuring of how like of when objects are being created and released and memory like very like complicated, I don't want to say complicated, but you need a very detailed analysis of like memory management or something like that, then probably use Visual Studio. Okay. Okay, so this, what is target? Okay, what does my entity scanner, okay, not an entity scanner, but what is it called? Oh, it is an entity scanner. So I wrote this entity scanner. I'm guessing it returns game entities, right? Do scan. No, it returns colliders. I guess the thought there, if I had to guess, the reason I wrote that is, okay, I was like, okay, have the scanner return the things it collided with, and then you can have the caller decide if the caller wants to ignore them or deal with them. So, okay, I guess that makes sense. Where the scan itself is like return as many things as you can, and then have the client, the thing calling that function, determine like, no, I'm going to ignore that. Nope, I'm going to respond to that. I'm going to ignore that. So on and so on. I was wondering what I was going to do for breakfast. I'm really tempted to just like piggy out to like a piggy boy and to be a super piggy boy and get some McDonald's. And I was also really tempted to not only be like a piggy boy, I was tempted to be a lazy piggy boy and have the McDonald's delivered. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go hungry. Ugh, my dog's driving me nuts. Lay down. Good boy. He's driving me crazy. He's just looking. I think he needs to go poop. He'll do this. He'll eat his breakfast, and then he'll come upstairs and sit for 5 minutes, and then he wants to go back out. All right. I just want to get this compiling. Okay, so I need to figure out. So enemy pursue state will now take a game entity as its target. Okay, so I'm getting a collider back. Okay, so I have target health. So actually, this should just be this. And then that should work. Now, I don't know if it works, but that should compile. Okay, it did compile. Let's see what the playable state is like. I'm curious to see if this is going to run. I mean, it's going to run, but I'm curious to see if like things still work. Okay, so we're good. Okay, we're in our world. That guy's patrolling. Those guys are guarding. I'm going to try and send. Okay, I want green guy to go over here. Point A. All right, and then green guy, I want you to go. This guy's on my team. There's lots of shit broken. So when I hover over him, I should get a menu. I should get like a little. I should get a little notification that says press E to interact. What about this? Okay, so this is working. I can pick that up. Now I'm going to fire the gun. I'm curious to see if the NPCs react. I'm going to shoot the guy on my team. Okay, they did react. He's going to He walked right past green guy. Oh man, lots of stuff is broken. I'm kind of tempted to just abort this. Are they going to attack me? He's not even attacking me. The variable patrol points of enemy NPC has not been assigned. You probably need to assign patrol points for... Where? So what I really need to do is I need to understand what I was trying to do, and I need to, and like how I was trying to do it. I think one way I can do that is I can create a PR and then just look at a diff. Where's master? Is this it? This is it. 37 files have changed. So I was moving a lot of things to game in. I think because what happened was when I originally started writing the game. Now, for anybody new here, this is the first game. I've written games in the past. I've been a programmer for a very long time, but it's always been application, back-end server development type of stuff. And I have written games here and there over the years, but this is the first game I've ever written in Unity. And so, you know, it's a learning experience, right? Like I know how to program. God, lay the fuck down. You're driving me fucking crazy. God, he's driving me nuts. He'll just stare at me like, lay down. I'm going to turn the pet cam on. Pet cam is on. Okay, good. Anyway, so this is the first game that this is the first Unity project that I've pretty much ever done. So the reason I'm saying that is because that means that a lot of this is going to be shit, right? A lot of it is going to be shit. So I was trying to take something. One of the things that I kind of dropped the ball on was the whole, like, item management. Like, if there's items in the world, like that gun I picked up or a lamp you turn on, like that kind of thing. The code behind that, like, it wasn't great. And so I was trying to clean it up because I have like at some point I want to be able to have like a computer terminal in the game that you can use, and and you're going to have cell phones, things like that. So I'm like, well, so I started to refactor all of the code behind the items because I don't have an inventory right now, and you need an inventory, and that's what this PR, it was starting to build the inventory. The problem is that I started writing it back in May and in June, and then I didn't touch this project for 2 months, and then I touched it for the first time like a week ago. And so, of course, if you don't touch a project for over 2 months, you're going to forget things. You're going to forget how things are structured. I think I'm going to take this little bugger out to take a crap, and then I'm going to do my old people exercises because I'm old. I'm going to do old. I think you overscope this if this is your first Unity project. You know, I mean, I can't argue with that. Like, you're not wrong, right? I did. I'm shooting for the sky, but that's fine. It's nothing. I mean, it's a fun project. It's a hobby project, and if I'm going to, like, honestly, I don't think I am. Because I think because I have such a strong programming background, and I have a very strong architectural background when it comes to building computer systems. So in that sense, I would disagree with you, but learning the intricacies of Unity and kind of like how things work in Unity, you might be right to some extent, but I don't think I'm trying to bite more than I can chew. So maybe slightly more, but I'm not on a deadline. I'm not planning to make money from this. So it's just something to do for fun while I stream. But I appreciate you guys being here. Be sure to click and subscribe. I normally stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then on the weekends, I kind of stream just kind of whenever I feel like it. So my wife is out of town. She's been out of town for a while. She's not getting back for another week. So I've been streaming a lot more because she's not here. But the point of me saying that is I'm about to head out and go on a walk, and I'm going to take him out to take a crap, and then I'm probably going to shower, and I'll probably be back in a couple of hours. So if you're around and you got nothing to do and you like what you saw, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and it will let you know when I go live again, which should be in a couple of hours, and maybe we'll walk through this and we'll get this fixed. I recommend joining some small game jam. You know, I thought about that, but the thing is I'm not a gamer, right? I'm not a gamer, and I feel like joining a game jam, you're really going to have an advantage if you're a gamer, right? So because a lot of the game, I'm not a gamer, so I don't know like what gamers want, so to speak. I know what I want. Like the one game I like is like I've played Grand Theft Auto, and I also play I like simulators like City Skylines or Sim City back in the day. But no, I'm gonna power through with this. I'm gonna power through with it. You know, let me just to kind of give you an idea of what it is. Let me switch to master, where I know it's working. And I'm going to show you just like some basic mechanics that I have built in the game. Okay, so we're on master. This needs to reload. So let me show you some basic mechanics and give you an idea. So the idea, the story, so to speak, is... Oh, come on. Oh, I think this is because I made changes. Okay, will this work now? So the idea of the game is that you, the player, are on this small island where people live. You live on this small island with your family. And so if you've ever seen the movie No Escape with Owen Wilson, I think it came out like 2015. Great movie. One of my favorite movies. And this is loosely based on that same idea. So you are like the father. You're the leader of the family. I used air quotes, but you're the head of the family. That's the word I'm looking for. And basically, the island is it's been occupied by these bad guys, and your objective is to get you and your family off the island. And there'll be like if I show you the map, if I zoom out, there's this over here. There will be a port, right? Like a dock, I should say, and a boat. And if you get your family from the little city center over to the dock, then you win the game. And of course, like the more members of your family you get on the boat that you're able to rescue, the more you win, right? You know what I mean? Like, some games you can finish, but you finish it at like 50%, or you don't get all the points or whatever it is. But obviously with this, you'll be able to, I want it so that you'll have to make decisions like, oh, I can save these two people, but I have to sacrifice this one person, that kind of thing. And so you'll have to make these moral decisions, but of course there will also be a path to be able to save your family as a whole. But So how do you save the family? So what, like, I don't know if you're familiar with any like visual programming languages, like this. So this is like a simple, like maybe back in the day, I don't know how old you are, but back in the day there was a programming language called Logo. I think it's still around, but it was a programming language for kids, and basically it kind of worked like this, where you just kind of like you drop in blocks, and like I don't know if you can see it, but it says move 10 steps, turn 15 degrees, and then move, and then I don't know why it's not letting me drag, and then move like 2 steps. And then I forget how to play it. You can run this somehow. But anyway, this program, like what I'm showing you here, is specifically for this mouse, this little cursor over on the right-hand side. And you can give it like little instructions, like turn, and then look at this direction. And then you can give it conditionals, like if this, then go over here. If that, then go down here. But anyway, so let me show you the one mechanic that I have that's similar to that. Give you an idea. So this, you can define a waypoint, right? So you can go over here, and I'll put a waypoint. Oh, actually, I'll put a waypoint here, and then you name it. I'm just going to name it whatever, and then you can tell this green guy. You can be like, "Hey, dude, I want you to go over to that waypoint. Go." And now, of course, these guards are going to start attacking him when he does. And then there they go. They're attacking him, and then he's just going to sit there like an idiot. But and then a couple days ago, I worked on getting them to react if I shoot. So now they'll react, and he should attack me. He'll chase me. Yeah. Not if I kill you first. Okay. So, but that mechanic of having the little guy go to the point, I envision in my mind, like think about, like I'll be happy when the functionality is you can tell the green guy in some way, like go to that point and draw. Oh, there's a guy behind me shooting me. But so you can kind of think of it as like, you can tell one of your guys is like, go to that point, pull the pin on a grenade, drop the grenade, and then run back or something like that. That's the idea. I don't like visual programming. It's extra layer of abstraction that does not help with anything. Well, so the idea is that the visual programming would be part of the game, right? It would be part of the game where you're able to tell the NPCs, you're able to give them somewhat complicated instructions. Like I just said, like go to this point, but then also other instructions. Go to the bathroom, stay there until, wait for 5 minutes and then come out. That kind of stuff. So, and then you'll have to build a strategy in order to be able to save everybody. Oh, hey, Matthew, how's it going? Yeah, I was just explaining to Vucha, who's been hanging out with me for a little bit. I was just kind of explaining to him the idea of the game. I'm going to step away for a little while. I can keep the stream going, but I don't know that makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to go ahead and in the stream. Oh, okay. As a gameplay, it can be good, but as a tool, I don't like it. No, not as a tool. No, not as a tool. No, I picture you being able to kind of like visually and I'm going to use air quotes. You can visually program the NPCs to do what you want, and then you'll have to do that. That's how you're going to win the game. You're going to have to do that in order to like not have everybody die. Yeah, so that's the idea. And then I was thinking, because I should check that in. It's on this MacBook, but because I was thinking, I actually started, because the visual programming language of the game is going to be based on like a scripting language. So I was like, well, you could have an advanced mode where people that like to code just write the script, like literally just type it out. So you could do that as well. But like I said, I got to take him out to take a crap. He's driving me nuts. And I don't know if you can see him. Is he on the dog cam? And I'm not going to take him on a walk because this little fucker, he'll sit here, he'll beg me and beg me and beg me for a walk. And then I take him out, and after like 10 steps, he's like, "No, I want to go back. So I'm going to let him out to take a crap, and then I'm going to go on a long walk myself. So I'll be back in a couple of hours. I'll be back in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I am going to end the stream, but I'll be streaming again in about an hour and a half. So click subscribe, hit the notification bell. It will let you know when I go live. Did that rhyme? Click subscribe, hit the notification bell. It'll let you know when I go live. Click subscribe, hit the bell. No, it's got to be short. Click subscribe, hit the notification bell. It'll let you know when I go live. It's not the great. I could be the next Eminem. You never know. All right, boys. Thanks for joining. Like I said, let's meet back here. If you're available, let's meet back in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. All right. See you then. Bye.